What's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing a how-to on Roofgaps, and I'm going to be talking about basically what it all is involved in doing stuff like this and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to be talking about basically what I do to get myself physically and mentally prepared to get up on top of rooftops and do these different gaps. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with step number one. If you ain't heard about it, I don't know, you must be living under a rock, but you need to get Google Earth and you need to get Google Maps. Those two apps are single-handedly the best tool that I have for scouting. Google Maps allows me to kind of look around and find different industrial zones and potential rooftops, and then I take that over to Google Earth, where I can get a very good detailed 3D image and see the details, exact distances, and what the rooftop's gonna look like before doing that. Let me go ahead and show you guys one of the rooftops that I found on both Google Earth and Google Maps. So this location I've been to a few times before, done a couple different gaps there, but the main one I have yet to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys right to it. So it's this little building over here. And you can see just from this view, there's already a lot of good stuff that we could potentially do. The main gap that I'm looking at is right here. And so I can use Google Maps. They have a little measuring tool. I can go here and see that that's just over 10 feet, totally in doable range. Now we're gonna go to Google Earth and get a closer look. All right, so guys, we are on Google Earth. And at the same little spot, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, and right off the bat you guys can see there's so much more detail. Everything is in 3D. I can see different raised up surfaces and know more or less what I'm looking for. I can already see right off the bat we got a raised up lip upon takeoff and on landing. And then to get it at more accurate measurement, let's go ahead and pull out this measuring tool. It's in the top right corner, looks like a ruler. Just click on that. Come right here, add point, bring that over to the other point, boom, have that set in feet, because, you know, we're here in America, and 11-foot gap, totally doable. So now I'm gonna go ahead and head down to the gym and prep the schematics and get started. Alrighty guys, so we made it down here at the gym. Before we go into our next step, I totally forgot step 2. So step 2 normally would be going to the spot in person and checking it out, because Google Earth, it has a lot of details, but it doesn't have specifics. Now, thankfully, I've been to this location a few times, so I know what the schematics are. So we're skipping step 2 today and going straight into step 3, which is recreating it in the gym and prepping it. So here's our takeoff, and exactly 11 feet across, we have our landing. I threw this little box here because at the rooftop, there's actually these columns of wood that run parallel to the landing. So I wanted to throw this here just to make sure that like I can't come up short, I have to stick up there. So that gap is pretty big, so I'm not gonna start with it right off the bat. I'm gonna find some smaller things to work on in the gym here, and then as I get warmed up and prepped, then I'll head back over to the big gap. All right, let's head to something a little bit bigger. We're gonna come in, stride, pre, stride, pre. Just about warmed up. I've got one more challenge I want to get done, and then I'm gonna head to the big boy. All right, so final one that we're looking at tonight before we do the big boy. From here, right to there. I've done this a couple times before, so it's really just get myself mentally prepared and then go for it. Disgusting landing. I gotta do that again. Much better, much better. All right, so this is my prep process to get mentally, physically prepared. Now, we head over to the actual gap. Let's do it. All right, guys, it's time for part 4, which is gonna be actually prepping the jump. So just quick recap. Step 1, find your location using Google Maps and or Google Earth. Step 2, go to the location, spot it out firsthand. Find out ways to get up, ways to get down, check the surfaces, know when your best times are to go. Step 3, come into the gym, warm yourselves up with some easier gaps. Step 4, prep the actual gap that you're gonna wanna do for the rooftop. So let's go ahead and get started with part 4. Almost forgot, very important step, part of step 4. Don't mess up, not even once. If you mess up, you go back to step 3 and you restart your warm-up process all over. So once I start on this, it's to the edge or nothing. Let's go. One and done. Same way we gotta do on the rooftop. I'm gonna go ahead and get this 10 times right now in a row, just to be sure that I have it confident and locked in. And then after that, it's to the rooftop. Dang! I almost had that. Hey! Got that stick on there, bro.
You got a stoop.
Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Prep is done. We got 10 in a row. The only thing left is step 5, and that's to head to the rooftop tomorrow morning and get it done. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. We are here at the roof gap. Just arrived. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. It rained last night, so I'm a little worried that the rooftop might be wet. So I'm gonna go check it out real fast. Take a look up top, show you guys, and then get started working on it. And the verdict is in. We have ourselves quite the dry roof. It's coming in here. Here's the nice raised up lip that I was practicing last night. It's a little bit lower than the one that I had at the gym. And that's where we're going. There's the little pillars and stuff that I was talking about that get in the way. But yeah, everything is dry and solid up here. I've got ways to get up and down both sides. All right, so I'm up on the roof, and here's my first little prepper. This jump right here, about a 6-7 foot gap. Start with this, and then I'll head to the big boy after that. All right, I think I'm ready to do this. Let's get it done.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, guys, that's it. That's how we do a roof gap. We're done. There you go.